Welcome to the Heal Your Hunger Show, where we get to the heart of why you overeat and how to stop. If you struggle with food and weight like I did, welcome home.
Hello and welcome to the Heal Your Hunger Show. Today I'm going to introduce to you my first of 5 shows where I feature a Trader Joe's product that makes cooking in a healthy way easy, simple, cheap, and fun. Okay? Would you like that? Yeah, I think we all would. I love Trader Joe's, and Trader Joe's is spread throughout the U.S. If you're not in the U.S., I apologize. You're definitely missing out on a really cool store that has great prices on healthy foods. And they just, they make it easy to get in and get out. And they've got lots of great products. Many of them are Trader Joe's brand, not all of them. But they just, they make food shopping affordable and healthy. And as I said, fun. I mean, the store itself is fun. It's Trader Joe's and it's got kind of a swashbuckling theme. I don't even know what the theme is. It's sort of nautical, as I said, swashbuckling. So whatever that really means. But the point is they're really tuned in and tapped in to the needs of their customers. And over the past few years, cauliflower rice has become a thing, okay? This is a way for people to have rice without eating grains. Now, why would somebody want to do this? Well, I, for instance, love the idea because I don't eat rice and grains. And the reason why I don't eat these things, typically, I haven't sworn off of them. I'm not saying I'm never going to eat them again, but one day at a time. I prefer to have alternatives to grains because, for one thing, grains metabolize as sugar in my body, and I'm highly addicted to sugar. And so when I eat grains, it sets up a craving in my body, just like it does with sugar, where I just want to eat more grains, and that's a problem for me. Grains are also higher in calories to normal non-carby vegetables. And so when I eat them, I don't have as much room for other things in my meal. Or if I eat them, I end up overeating because they are higher in calories. And as somebody has a slow metabolism like I do, my meals, can't be very high and rich in calories. And so I lean towards eating vegetables and protein for my meals. And some people may feel like they can't possibly live without a grain or without bread. And I'm here to say, yes, you can. Now, you'll have a whole lot of feelings come up if you switch to more of a paleo or a keto diet. I promise you that. If you have a really low carb diet, you're going to have more feelings and you're probably going to lose weight. So, and they go together, okay? So if you want to lose weight, you got to be prepared to feel some feelings. And I have a program to help you do that safely, to where you don't freak out and feel like you got to have the protection of your carbs again. So you can check out my 10 Weeks to Freedom from Emotional Eating. And that's where I support people and have an entire step-by-step process for letting go of the excess food and the excess calories that really keep you protected and numbed out, because that's what we are when we're overeating, is we're numb to our emotions. So, you can't lose weight without starting to get acquainted with your emotions. So I do support people in doing that. So if you want to start eating carb-free, not that anybody really wants to, but if you want to lose some weight and you want to stop overeating, you are going to have to, take this journey into being more connected to yourself and your emotional self. And you also want to find alternatives to the grains that you're letting go of. And so I'm here to say that Trader Joe's has made it super fun and easy because they've tapped into this rave of basically using cauliflower as rice. And you can grate up cauliflower in your grater or your Cuisinart and get this rice product, which isn't rice at all. It's all made out of cauliflower, but it's amazing confusing because it looks like rice, and I can't say it tastes like rice, but it mimics rice. So you can kind of fake yourself out thinking you're eating rice. And of course, no emotional eater is ever really going to be faked out. They know rice. They know rice. They know their rice, right? But this really cool product I'm going to hold up here for those watching is organic flavored or organic riced cauliflower, okay? And it's just a bag of it you can get in the frozen section of Trader Joe's. Now, Whole Foods carries this as well in the frozen section. They also have it fresh in some stores. So maybe some other grocery stores do as well. So if you don't have a Trader Joe's nearby, not to worry. You can literally make this yourself. You buy cauliflower at the store, a big head, and you literally grate it. I've done this. I've just grated it with my hand grater or put it in the Cuisinart grater, but it's so much easier if you can buy a bag of frozen riced cauliflower in the frozen section. And so that's what the series is about. It's super easy, cheap foods that you can get that will make your meals healthy. And I'm featuring the ones from Trader Joe's, but there are alternatives in other stores as well. But the point about this organic riced cauliflower is that it makes meals so interesting and easy and quick. And I'm one to not want to labor in the kitchen. I like fast food basically, but I don't like going out to fast food or ordering in fast food because it's usually greasy and full of calories and ingredients I don't want to eat. So cauliflower is such a cool alternative to rice. And I'm going to tell you how I have been eating it lately and then some other alternative recipes as well. So what I did is I do eat meat. So I eat meat, protein and vegetables is usually what my lunch and dinner and sometimes my breakfasts are made of. And so, but regarding lunch and dinner, I will cook a couple strips of sugar-free bacon, Wells Spring Farms, I believe. I might be botching that, but there is a company that I get my sugar-free bacon from at Whole Foods, and I will cook a couple strips of bacon, which isn't a whole lot once it's cooked down. You cook a couple strips of bacon, take it out of the pan. I'll save a little bit of the bacon grease and I'll pour most of it out and save a little bit, maybe a teaspoon or so, or a couple teaspoons. And then I'll pour in the entire bag of this organic riced cauliflower. And then what I do is I put chopped red peppers and chopped zucchini and spinach in the mix, okay? And I'll put some salt and pepper, and I just stir it up and let it sit I put the bacon, bits of bacon, I crumble those up and put them in and stir them in with this concoction. And then I actually put some chicken as well, some grilled chicken. I'll just use, I don't know, maybe 2 ounces, just cubed in small cubes, and I'll put it in there in the mix. And that's going to be my meal, okay, my lunch or my dinner. And what it looks like on my plate is a big thing of fried rice is really what it looks like, a big, meal of fried rice. It's quite a lot of volume. Sometimes I think about doing less cauliflower, but, I'm not good at just having half a bag sitting in my fridge. I'd rather just cook it all, and I can save some for later if it ends up being too much volume. But it's only vegetables, mind you. So if we're at rice, it would be overeating for sure. It'd be a huge meal, and it would make me feel really full. But because it's just cauliflower, it's just, there's not a whole lot there. The whole bag is 80 calories actually of this bagged riced cauliflower, but it's so awesome, and it makes a meal. I just have it sitting on my stove, just sauteing and steaming when I have the lid on, and then I just pour it into the plate and let it cool down and eat it, and I so enjoy it. It's a super quick, easy meal, and fun as well because it's just easy. It's easy, and it just throw in a bunch of stuff in there and mix it up, and it's done. So that's a great way to use riced cauliflower. And let me tell you some other ways. There's some awesome recipes out there. They're just incredibly simple. And so some things that people are doing who are more of the chef tendency than I am, you can make a cauliflower crust pizza. Literally with cauliflower and almond flour and eggs. You combine that and make really a pizza crust, and you can put anything on it you want. If you eat dairy, you can put cheese, or you can put dairy-free cheese. You can put bacon or pepperoni, or you can have a vegetarian one with just mushrooms and some broccoli, or anything you want with some tomato sauce. It's incredible. I mean, you can do anything you want, but it's a cauliflower crust pizza. So there you are. You're not eating bread, you're not eating gluten, and you're not eating the substances that can cause you to crave more gluten, more flour type products. What I cooked was sort of like fried rice, but it's also sort of like a Mexican burrito bowl. So you can definitely put in different spices. You can put some amazing Mexican seasoning in there for more of a Mexican burrito bowl. You can put some, if you do eat beans, you can put some black beans in there. You can put some cilantro, sauteed peppers and onions. I mean, the sky's the limit, right? You can do whatever you want. You can put some shredded lettuce in there as well, in a good sauce, that chipotle sauce perhaps. But there you go. You have a Mexican burrito bowl. You could also, I mean, some people, I've seen recipes online for like rice maki rolls. I have not tried this, but I'm super curious. Because when I eat sushi, because I don't eat rice, I usually just have to have sashimi or have rolls. Whole Foods makes California rolls that don't have rice in them, and they're just made out of vegetables like carrots and avocado and lettuce, wrapped up with some salmon with the seaweed roll or maki. And that's great, but you could literally use rice, cauliflower for substituting for the rice. And the recipes I've looked at say you need something kind of sticky to make it stick together. If you eat dairy, you can use cream cheese. There are cashew cream cheeses out there that I've tried that have been amazing. So there are other ways to get your sticky if you don't eat dairy. But the point is you got to have a little bit of sticky to hold the cauliflower pieces together, because they're really not sticky like sushi rice is. So you just got to experiment with that. But these are some different things you can do, and with cauliflower rice, and it's just incredible. I mean, you can also make a quiche crust, and then make a quiche with eggs and broccoli and peppers and onions and ham, pieces of ham or whatever you want. But you can literally have a gluten-free and flour-free crust made out of cauliflower rice. So you get where I'm going with this. I mean, the world has opened up to we grain, grain phobes, I guess, people who don't eat grain, and people who need to be gluten-free. And the world has opened up where there are amazing alternatives. And as I said, Trader Joe's makes it easy, and Whole Foods is catching on as well. I think they have a little healthy competition going on between them. If one gets a product that just it keeps selling out, the other one's like, oh, we better catch up and get one on our shelves as well. So they both carry it. I will say Trader Joe's is cheaper, of course, than Whole Foods. And I mean, if you're buying organic, and this is organic, so if you buy organic cauliflower, you're paying a lot if you're wanting to shred your own and make your own rice. So it's a pretty good deal when it's bagged and ready to go. And I just keep it in the freezer and I stick it in the skillet when I'm ready to start cooking it. So super easy, as I said, fun, healthy, and inexpensive. And that's really the name of the game. In order to eat healthy, it has to be relatively easy, or we'll just bag out, right? As emotional eaters, it doesn't take much friction for us to say, oh, forget it, I'll just start snacking on something unhealthy, using the excuse of, well, I don't know what to eat, or I have nothing to eat. We cop out really fast. And so I want you to start, really paying attention to simple, easy things you can keep in your fridge that will give you something that you can cook and not spend too much time. And on my next week's show, I'm going to talk about another product from Trader Joe's that you can probably get elsewhere as well, but that will make your meals super easy and fun and cheap as well. So tune in again. I just wanted to touch base with this quick tip My meals have been awesome lately because I've been eating this riced cauliflower. Please share this show with somebody else who's looking for some easy, quick tips to make cooking fun and easy and inexpensive. And I'll see you on the next show. Thanks so much and take care.
If you enjoyed this show and want to get free support, insider health info, exclusive invites to events, and more, visit healyourhunger.com.